What's packing? All my cheesehead, Lambo leaping, loving Packer backers. Look, man, it's been a while, but I'm back again like I never left. Thank you for everybody who held the channel down. Couple new subscribers, couple people been commenting, been liking. I appreciate y'all very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Season 3 of the show, man. I can't believe we made it this far. 2022 season underway. And I feel like if it's up to me, okay, Green Bay Packers fans, this year, we will set our expectations a little bit lower than we have in the past years, because I feel like all of that regular season success has gotten in the way of what's important, and that's postseason success, Lombardi trophies, and Super Bowl MVPs. Not regular season MVPs. Super Bowls matter most. So this year, I'm going to set my expectations a little bit lower, and I feel like y'all should too, and I'm going to tell you why. Don't hate me. Congratulate me. This year, I feel like fans all over have been just hyping up this team, talking about this the #1 defense, talking about Aaron Rodgers, the 4-time MVP, even though in my book, I call him the 4-time MVP, FAUX, because I don't believe he really deserved all 4 of those MVPs. I say 2 at the most, and then the other 2, I feel like some other quarterbacks got robbed. Matthew Stafford, Tom Brady. Okay, I've been thinking about this, man. I've been thinking about this, and I'm a little bit annoyed, I feel like a Chicago Bears fan, you know, always talking about 2010. Well, last time we did this in 2010, and yada, because that's all the Bears do is talk about 1985, and I feel like nowadays all the Packers do is talk about 2010. So it's about time for them to get on their motherfucking Super Bowl train and take that bitch back to Titletown and bring us Lombardi home. But if you look at the last 3 seasons and the disappointment, that was pretty much a reaction. Like, the disappointment was so devastating because of the expectations. 13 win seasons in 3 years in a row, never been done before, back-to-back MVP. You know what I'm saying? Expectations is high, and I feel like that could be part of the problem for this Packers team. Not internally, but externally as fans. We have to remember the 1 year that this team put it all together since Aaron Rodgers has been the quarterback was back in 2010. And if you go back and you look at 2010, the focus wasn't on Aaron Rodgers. The focus wasn't on how great he is and how well in passing the ball. The focus was on running the ball, playing good defense, and getting turnovers. Fundamentals. Say what you will about Mike McCarthy, but he really had nailed on those fundamentals. And I think if we go back and we examine the 2010 team and the way that season played out and all the different factors that played into them winning the Super Bowl that year, I really feel like Packers fans might be in for a rude awakening. Week 1, 9/11. Okay, always remember, never forget, in 2010, the Green Bay Packers lost 6 games. Aaron Rodgers played up and down, mediocre, a bit above average at best. He had some games where he definitely showcased what he could do, and then we all saw what he did in Atlanta. But let's not forget, in the NFC Championship game, he stunk. And he threw what was almost the game-sealing interception. Thankfully, you know, Brian Urlacher has 2 left feet, and Aaron Rodgers was able to trip him up. But I mean, the guy played like trash. Then he redeemed himself in the Super Bowl, and honestly, he could have had a much better game than he did on paper if a couple of receivers didn't drop touchdown passes. So I feel like if the Packers go out there and they lose against the Minnesota Vikings in the opening week, fans all over Packer Nation are going to their heads are going to explode, and they're going to be overreacting, and they're going to be saying it's the end of the world. But let's not forget, last year they came out and got their asses handed to them on a silver platter with a little bit of sparkling water on the side, okay? And it was the end of the world then, and everybody was freaking out, and we were starting, and some fans were panicking. Me personally, I did not, because I've already seen this play out so many times. I mean, think back to the year that the Patriots got, like, they were like, what? They got smoked by the Chiefs on like Sunday night or Monday Night Football. I mean, I think they were like, I don't know, 1-4 or some shit, 2-2 or something crazy like that. And people were saying Tom Brady was done and he was over and he fell off the cliff and the Patriots dynasty was finally finished. And what happened? They ended up winning the fucking Super Bowl that year. I believe they beat the Rams that year in the Super Bowl. So it happens, people. And I'm trying to tell y'all right now, prepare yourselves to be disappointed week 1. The Vikings got a new coach. They got a great defense, a great offense. Kirk Cousins is quietly becoming one of the more consistent, quarterbacks in the NFL. They got Zadarius Smith over there. Zadarius is going to be hyped and turned up to get after Aaron Rodgers and to go after these Bakhtiaris and the all the people he played with. And I think he's going to have a little revenge on his mind. He's going to have some revenge on his mind. And look, say what you will, but Minnesota, they've been competitive the last couple of years, and they've split with Green Bay in the last 3 years. So, and I really think the Packers might lose this game. I really think they might lose this game. Or they could win. They could win. They might lose. But the point is, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they win or lose this game. And when it comes down to it, I think this year, I'm not going to be so excited about 13 wins and the number 1 seed. And I don't care about the number 1 seed, honestly. I feel like as hard it is to say and as hard it is to sort of wrap your mind around as a fan, I believe Aaron Rodgers, personally, as the leader of this team, right? He thrives off being disrespected and playing that being forced into that underdog position and having to fight with his back against the wall. That's why when they drafted Jordan Love, he came out and had an MVP, his first, his MVP season, in what 5-6 years. He hadn't really played like that, and he came out and had an MVP season as soon as they drafted Jordan Love, and he's just been back on top of his game, and he's got Tom Clemens back. So maybe this will be another a really good year for Rodgers, but my point is I don't care. The last fucking 4 MVPs didn't do shit for us, and I don't ever understand why all of the fans, so many people a part of Packer Nation, are like so enamored and obsessed with the MVP trophy as if that's some sort of indicator of how good this team is, when that is an individual reward. I feel like I'm a little off track, but essentially what it all boils down to is temper your expectations, Packers fans. They might lose against the Vikings on Sunday, and that's okay. That's okay. They might not win 13 games this year, and that's okay. They might not be the number 1 seed this year, and that is okay. And who knows? I mean, shit, they might not even win the NFC North this year, and that is not okay. They need to win the NFC North. I'm sorry. I do believe that the Lions are going to surprise some people, and the Vikings might kick their ass this year once, maybe twice, who knows? But I'm telling you what, man, if they have to go on the road week in the wild card round or in the divisional round to play somebody, I'd much rather them do that and have to fight and claw and have to win 5 in a row down the stretch in order to make it to the playoffs. To, maybe they go into the last 2 games of the season against Detroit and Minnesota, tied for the divisional lead with Minnesota, and they have to win both of those games to both win the division and make it into the playoffs and then go on the road. I don't know how it's going to shape out, but this year, my expectations for this team, even the defense, everyone's like saying this is the best defense in the league, bro. Like, chill on that. Like, we saw the best defense in the league get roasted last year. Okay, I think the Bills had one of the best defenses, if not the best defense last year. And what the Chiefs went down and scored on them in 13 seconds, bro. Like, this shit's crazy. So defense does win championships, but I mean, any given Sunday, your defense can get torched, especially if you got Mahomes, Burrows, Rodgers. I even throw Rodgers in there. Even though, we haven't really seen Rodgers have a, I don't want to say a, but 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 I don't want to 5 touchdown, 400, 500 yard performance in a very long time. It's been a long time since we've seen him have a performance like that. But I think he has the potential for it still. So, there's like a handful of guys like on any given Sunday, any given drive, any given game, like your defense can get their shit pushed in. It don't matter how good they are, because that's just how the NFL is set up right now. And these players are just that damn good. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. What are your expectations for the season this year? Okay, are they high? Are they low? Are they about even kill? Do you think that number 1 seed has kind of been a curse on the Packers, and you'd rather see them have to go on the road and fight and scratch and claw their way to the Super Bowl like they did back in 2010? All right, this is the What's Packing Sports Show. Until the next time, remember, stay cheesy, keep it easy, and the Bears still suck. Peace.